Super Fast Tortoise in the show, drinking coffee, wishing you all well, because life is swell. Super Fast Tortoise. Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and trends have been the senses. Let's get up, it's sexless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow.
Hey everybody, welcome to the morning coffee show, in the show, everything with Hillbilly Lone Wolf. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What's up?
What's up? It is what? Today is
Thursday.
Thursday. The day after Hillbilly went wild on Arena. He played some
yeah.
You know, that was crazy. When he played so much, he hurt his arm.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, how hard were you playing with magic cards? I mean, were you slamming them on the table? Were you like just aggressively shuffling your decks?
A little bit of both.
That's crazy. Well, I'm glad you had fun yesterday playing Avatar, the exciting new set. Kovacs Corner.
What?
Well, keep up the good work. You keep up the good work. Yeah, since I couldn't find you earlier streaming ahead, but I was watching Kovacs this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did a early stream. I started at around 7 o'clock and I ended at 9 because it's early access till about 12 o'clock today.
Right.
So I want to play some more Avatar because man, it's such a great set.
Yeah, it's a fun set. It's a lot better designed than Spider-Man. I won't lie.
Oh yeah.
But Spider-Man is still more of an exciting set to me personally because I like the Spider-Man IP a lot.
Right.
But when it comes to draftability, I'd rather play Avatar.
Yeah. Hey, don't get me wrong. I like the sets. I like Spider-Man. I wish Spider-Man was better than what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it was not there.
Right. But
The
you know me.
energy of the set was not there. But oh man, this Avatar set, it's got the synergy.
Yeah, but you know me. I am not buying any magic really until this beautiful set comes out.
It's quite understandable.
Oh man, I want my turtles. Because I'm like that kid off YouTube a long time ago that says, I like turtles. Which they redid a lot in the future. Like a couple years ago, they brought the guy back as an adult and they recreated the scene for fun. Yeah.
Hey, the turtles. I'm just hoping that the turtles has the synergy that Avatar has.
I'm pretty sure it'll be a lot better than Spider-Man because they actually had design space for it. The only thing that kind of drowns my hopes for the set is the fact that it's going to be a smaller set, like Spider-Man.
It's going to be 100 and I believe it was 190 cards.
Mm.
The sets are going to be next year.
Yeah.
Hey, they're hitting all the sets because they're hollering. Because Wizards is hollering that they are flooding standard too much.
Yeah.
And I'll still say, and I'll stick to it, that if they want to quit flooding the standard so much, instead of giving us smaller sets, just cut a set or two off of the drop.
Right. Drop a couple sets. Yeah, drop a couple sets. Instead of having 7 sets a year, make it 5 full sets,
Right. 5 or 6 sets instead of so many sets.
Leonie, hello.
What's up? Good morning.
Bye. Whoa. Yeah, appreciate it. But yeah, it'd be a lot of interest. It'd be a lot more interesting. Oops. It'd be a lot more interesting if they dropped the sets and kept the big sets. But I'm excited for Turtles. I really want that 5-color commander deck. There's going to be a couple other commander decks to go with it, but I want the 5-color deck because, you know, Tortoise likes 5 colors. I want to be able to play with it. Plus, I got cards that can go into it already. Nice. You know, to upgrade it. I don't know if I'll need them, but
I would actually play the deck first before I upgrade it, just to have the turtle experience.
Well, I got to know what's in the deck first.
Very true. Very true.
I gotta know what's in the deck first. I'm waiting for the spoilers. I know it's gonna be +1 counter theme, so I got +1 counter cards that will go good with the deck. Yeah,
I do like those. I do like those.
Yeah. But anyways, my friends, it is time to get to that portion of the day where we get to the
card of the day.
Well, Mystic Snake is the card of the day. It's like, Tortoise, didn't we do this like a year ago? Probably. But the reason why I bring up Mystic Snake today is because I'm hoping that we get a copy of Mystic Snake, but a turtle form in Ninja Turtles when they come out. Oh, yeah. It'd be awesome to have more creature counter spells. That'd be awesome indeed.
I mean, this creature right here, it's a great creature for 4 mana. You get a Simic, if you like Simic. Some people don't like Simic. But for Simic, this is such a great creature just because it has flash and it counters target spell.
That's right. Yes, for a generic of green and 2 blue for a 2/2 creature, it has flash, and when it enters the battlefield, the counter target spell, which in one of my decks, there's a combo with Deadeye Navigator where if you pair the 2, soul bond the 2, you can pay 2 mana and just counter spells all day.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty sick. And there was a time I had the whole board locked down in a game where I had the mana to counter every spell people would play.
How does that work, actually?
Like,
I'm just curious.
Like, how does the combo work?
Yeah.
So Deadeye Navigator costs 6 mana to cast. We have Soul Bond. And Soul Bond, you have to choose a creature that enters the battlefield if it's not soul bonded, or when it enters the battlefield, you soul bond with the creature that's already on the battlefield. And its soul bond ability says you may pay each creature has paid generic and a blue, and you can exile it and bring it back to the battlefield. Right? So Mystic Snake, you pay generic and a blue, and you exile it and bring it back to the battlefield. And when it enters the battlefield, you counter target spell. Then you got to soul bond it back to Deadeye Navigator. So technically, you have an infinite loop of mana. Well, you don't have to have an infinite loop of mana, but if you have a lot of mana, you can just basically counter about every spell people play that game.
Oh. Okay, but Mystic Snake doesn't have soul bond, but it can soul bond if you have that.
Yeah, soul bond is ability that creatures have that will allow you to bond with another creature, right? Okay. So it's not one of those abilities where both creatures have to have soul bond. It's one of those abilities where one creature has to have soul bond. Yeah.
That's busted.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
And Deadeye Navigator is just one of those EDH with soul bond staples if you want to run soul bond in your deck. I love it. I love it. But anyways, with that, we're going to get to the picture of the day. It says, the time everyone played blue in Magic the Gathering never happened. So ask me what's happened in the picture. I generally AI arted a picture together just for fun. That's what I got.
Wow, what a water slide. If it's 3 turtles and going down this water slide together, got to be a big old water slide.
Oh, yeah.
Unless they're infant, or unless this is when the turtles was infants.
They could have been little. They look little in the picture, but they're all on the water slide going crazy, going nuts. Yep. But yeah, blue. No one in Magic the Gathering played blue all at the same time as everybody else. Right. Maybe we need to fix that. Maybe we need to get Lone Wolf invested in the player market of players to play blue all the time. Yeah.
And play all counter spells, right?
All right. Oops, all counter spells. That's right. Honestly, I had a friend who played a deck with 26 counter spells in the deck. and pissed people off because all his plays were counter target spell, counter target spell. I'm like, what?
Oh, I can imagine.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
Was it
What was
Lone
that?
Wolf? Was it Lone Wolf that did that?
Yeah, that's right. I was a friend of the family that did that during a private game session and pissed off my son.
Oh,
But with that, my friends, we got to get to the question of the day. And the question today is brought to by me today. But if you want to bring a question of the day, folks, if you're part of Discord, you can ask a question of the day and be featured on the channel and get a shout out. Let's go.
Super Fast Tortoise here with the question of the day. The question of the day is, if you could change one thing about Commander, what would you change? Would it be a rules change? Would it be a life total change? Would it be a commander change? Like what kind of commander you could play? Let me know right now. Let's go.
well, when it comes to Commander, the only thing I would change is the bracket system. I would split up the bracket system to where bracket 5 is off to a different thing by itself. You only have bracket 1 through 4.
Right.
And that's really the only thing about Commander that I would change.
You know me, if I could change the bracket system, I'd change it to right here.
Yep.
Yeah. This is the bracket system I changed. Like how it's explained, broken up. Like I remember when I first shared this, a lot of people really liked this idea. I need to get this picture sent out to the world so people can look at it, read it, and give their honest opinion about it. And a lot of people who I showed it to really like the idea of how it's broken up, how each bracket is designated a title. Like one's for theme over function, 2 is more for the beginner, 3 is for the good deck, 4 is more for winning, and 5 is just for winning. And people like that just in general. Then the breakdown they really appreciated. Yeah, it's pretty solid. But Lone Wolf, if you could change one thing about Commander, what would you change?
I wouldn't necessarily change anything, but I would add a new format.
Well, yeah, like you would add a new format, like what?
I don't know if it wouldn't be technically a new format, but it would be. But I would have a commander to where I would have a format specifically to where you could have an enchantment as like a partner commander. As weird as that sounds, like for me, it sounds ridiculous. But I've always wanted to play dual nature in the command zone and call the format like alternate reality.
Right. But so we kind of have that already with backgrounds. You know.
Yep.
Rule 0 would allow any enchantments that ain't broken.
Right. But they got backgrounds that are enchantments that can be everything. So it kind of exists. So
Yeah.
like if I could change one thing about Commander and try it out, is I'd like to see what it'd be like if you could have a planeswalker as your commander. You know, like not have a creature and a planeswalker as a commander, but just have a planeswalker as your commander. Build around that planeswalker. Some planeswalkers would be stronger than the others, obviously, but I think there'd be a lot of fun things if you could like run Liliana the Veil as your commander. Like that could be a painful commander because she comes out early, does a lot of work, or have Teferi as one of your commanders, especially the one that upticks every turn. Each turn, that's pretty solid. Then you got Jace the Mind Sculptor, which could be a fun commander. Mono blue. I think that'd be a fun way to look at it. To play with the decks, like maybe it could be its own format. Like think Brawl, but your commander has to be a planeswalker.
Well, let's be honest. We know the planeswalker you would choose is the one that has board wipes on it and lets you search for dragons.
or dinosaurs if they add that one. But yeah, sounds good. All right.
Yeah.
But now let's I asked the question today, why would you change your Magic? Because today, the conversational topic is about hybrid mana and commander. So how it works now is hybrid cards in commander that work. Like they have to fit the existing colors. Like if it's red or white, it has to go in a red and white deck. If it's blue or black, it goes in a blue and black deck. But they want to fix it where you can take a blue and black card that's hybrid and be able to put it in a mono black deck or a deck that just has at least one of the shared colors in it. They want to change it so you can have more cards in the card pool, which my brain automatically thinks that's ridiculous. Hybrid mana is not broke in Commander, so let's not fix it.
Right.
But there are people arguing that it could be fun, right? Let's see.
Well, my opinion about this, they shouldn't do it because of the simple fact is a mono black deck doesn't have a black and white card in it. Don't I agree with a black and white card being in a mono black deck?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing about the other monocolored deck. If the deck was Orzhov, which was black and white, then I'm cool with the black and white card being in.
Right. Well,
But-
one of my issues is you got cards like the Shield of the Oversoul here.
Mhm.
Right? It costs 2 generic and green and white. So in their retrospect, can go in a green deck or a white deck. But whatever deck it goes in, it totally changes the aspect of the card. Like Shield of the Oversoul says a enchanted creature, as long as the enchanted creature is green, it gets +1/+1 indestructible. So for 3 mana in a green deck, you just make a creature indestructible. In a mono white deck, it just gives a creature +1/+1 flying, which kind of nerfs the power of the card. But in a green white deck, if you put on a creature that's both green white, it gets both abilities, or you still get the choices of which one you want. A green creature can get indestructible, white creature can gain flying. I think cards like this kind of prove the fact that it should not be changed because there are certain cards that just don't interact the same way as they would expect.
Exactly.
But
This card is kind of busted because if you played in a green white deck, you do get both abilities. But if it's played in a green deck, then you only get one ability, which is the indestructible, which it's weaker in white than it is green. It's very strong in green because of the indestructibility. And it's hard to deal with the indestructible creature.
right.
And unless you got some way of doing -1/-1 counter.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you can get through indestructible, really.
Right.
And,
But like people want to run hybrid cards in their decks because the cards like that will response here, which in a mono red deck you can counter target blue instant spell right away for 1 mana. But in a green deck that can happen too.
right.
You know, that's crazy.
Yep.
I'm a little bit confused about this because does that mean like any deck that has those 2 colors you can run that in?
Pretty much, yeah. So if you have a deck that at least has red in it, you can play this in the deck as a red card. If the deck just has green in it, you can run it as a green card.
Right.
So
Going a red or a green deck.
But even though in your deck this card is still red and green, even though you're not running a red and green gruel colored deck.
Right. So you can run this in a mono red deck or a mono green deck.
Or any deck that runs one of the colors.
Right. And
Yeah.
No, I do not want this to happen.
So it'd be like throwing this in an Edgar Markov deck because Edgar Markov has red in it.
Yep.
Correct.
I don't like that at all.
It's just weird. Maybe it's boomer weird. Maybe we're just also, just very old players who don't want to see that kind of change. Social Sneaks, are they changing the rules or just thinking about it? Right now, Social Sneaks are thinking about it. They're asking the public of their opinion.
Right.
Because it would be like me taking Reese the Redeemed and throwing it in Edgar because it has white. It doesn't make sense, no, but it would work.
Right? And Miss HILLBILLY. Hello, Miss Billy. Welcome, Social Snakes. It is boomer weird. Laugh out loud because I think it would be dope. More card variety in decks. Right, there's more card variety in decks right now. There's a lot of it.
Yeah.
Especially with the rate sets are coming out now, you're getting lots of cards.
Yep.
But they just want to be able to tie in little different things because there are different cards that are hybrid that work. But there are cards that don't work with idea, and there are cards that do work with idea. Let me see if I can find another card.
Yep.
But
I just now you take a card that has text that has a mana pip in it, and it's a green, say it's a green or whatever color you want.
right,
You cannot put that, and it's a hybrid. Say blue, say green, white hybrid, but it has a black mana pip in the text box. It cannot be used in a mono white or mono green deck because of that black pip that's in it,
right,
whatever color pip that's in the text box.
right. Yeah.
Just like with fire bending that's coming out in Avatar. They have red pips in the text box. They might be mono black cards. Well, they cannot be put in a mono black deck because they have red pips in the text box.
Mm-hmm. Indoraptors Gishath? Yes, please. Nice. I'm uploading a couple more cards really quick because I want to bring up a couple examples. One card I really want a copy of. I don't know if I have a deck for it, but Lone Wolf will understand. But
but my opinion, I don't agree with it. I mean, come on, don't fix something that's not broken.
right. But see, you got cards like Fracturing Gust, costs 2 generic and 3 green or white. That can be in either green or white deck. It says destroy all artifacts and enchantments. You gain 2 life for each permanent destroyed this way.
Wow.
This could be powerful in a mono white deck. It could be powerful in a mono green deck. But does it fit in the decks? You know, like it fits. It's a basic spell that does basic things. In mono green, this would be banger. In mono white, this could be banger because it's a board wipe destroys all artifacts and enchantments. Now, its effect is more green with a little white flavor, but you know, running in a green white deck makes more sense for it because that's what the ability does. They want to run. They want to run cards like this in their deck, so it could be more versatile. It could be interesting, but then you got cards like Bogart Ram Gang. Bogart Ram Gang costs 3 red or 3 green, vice versa, mix and match, hybrid, and it's a 3/3 creature with haste and wither. This could be good in a mono green deck. It would be banger in a mono red deck, but it's for the green red deck because like the reason why hybrid mana was made for standard because commander wasn't the thought process originally for these cards. These were made for limited play and made for standard play where you can put this card in a red green deck and a card like this just didn't matter what lands you had on the battlefield in your deck in the green red deck because you're guaranteed to play it if you had 2 red and a green, 2 green and a red, all that fun jazz.
Yep.
It was a 3/3 haste and wither. This card used to be an all-star in standard back in Shadow More. You know, so that's what they're looking at.
Yeah. Well, one thing about Commander is a made-up format because it was made for judges.
Right.
They made the format when it was brand new, and this came out before Commander was a format.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's pretty crazy. Now let's get to this card. I'm just saving a lot of cards to my desktop right now, but we got a card that's pretty good. But I want to explain the rules with this card.
Okay.
All right. So a card like this, Miss Meta Witch, costs a generic and a white and a blue. will not be able to be in a mono white or blue deck if they did change rules, because the text box has blue and white in it. So this would be an Azorius card all around.
Right.
You know?
See, this is so a card like this is what I was getting at.
Mhm.
Because if it didn't have blue and white in the text box, then for the ability, then this will go in a white or blue deck.
Right.
But since it has that blue and white in the text box, it can only be played in a blue and white deck.
Right. Oh, I'm just ripping from Shadowmoor like crazy here. But yeah, this is ridiculously good. Remove target creature card from the game, return the card under its owner's control at the end of turn. Pretty solid. But another card people want to play in mono green decks, like in a mono green deck, this is pretty solid. A mono red deck is pretty solid. In any deck that runs both colors, this is pretty solid. Is Metamorphosis. Metamorphos is an instant that costs a generic mana and a red or green. And it says add 2 mana of any color combination of colors to your mana pool and draw a card. Now, this is a small card. Well, it's not too big in standard, but it does replace its mana, which is solid. It's pretty much a free draw spell in Commander or any format it's in, as long as you got the mana to pay for it, right? People want to run cards like this in their Commander decks. They want to run cards like this in a mono green deck. They want to run a card like this in their mono red deck because it is that draw ability. You know, getting that card draw is important, and this card doesn't make you discard a card. It just gives you a card back. You know, that's pretty solid. So there are implications of why people want to play cards like these. It's pretty solid in general, but why do you want to break the rules? Like, to me, the format's not broken, so it does not need to be fixed. You know,
Exactly.
I'm trying to look for other.
I like Commander the way it is. What do you got to say, Lone Wolf?
I agree. I think it needs to be I think it honestly needs to be left alone.
Right, and it should be left alone in that case.
Yep. And I'm hoping that they get away from this idea because we don't need it. Do not need it.
The other thing I'd like to add is doing this is going to confuse all the newer, some of the newer players, because they're so used to what we've been used to for so long that it's just going to throw confusion in there, and I don't think that confusion's necessary.
Right. Wheel of Sun and Moon is a fun card in a green-white deck. It's an enchanted player. If a card we put into enchanted player's graveyard from anywhere, instead that card is revealed and put in the bottom of its own library. This is good for mono white. Get all your little mono white dudes back into your library. In mono green, it's pretty good. Put all your creatures back in your library instead of the graveyard, because a lot of times you don't have a recursion in those colors, except for a few. So this could be good, but in a green-white deck, this is pretty solid because it does what it does. Do we need this in a mono-white deck? No. Yeah. It might be to keep the game fresh, Yeah. But I don't think the game needs to be fresh. They're coming out with a lot of cards as the game keeps going on.
Yeah.
But if players are feeling like Commander's not fresh, then would the Coast be afraid that their most popular format is starting to fade?
Right. And I don't ever see Commander fade, because where do Commander players get their cards from? They get all their cards from Standard. They get all their cards from Standard, and they get the cards from other sets that Wizards comes out with.
Right. They're not doing much Eternal sets anymore at the moment.
Right. And just leave it alone.
Look, adversely, I can see where people want to be able to play with these cards. The one thing I don't like about it the most is it still color breaks. Like, say you have a green-red deck and you run from Wheel of Sun and Moon, this is still a green-white card.
Right.
It color breaks. Like, it breaks the color in the deck building process. So why do you have to fix it? Like green white decks probably will run this card. It's probably a fancy card to grab your hands on. You know,
Yeah, definitely. I like this card. It's a powerful card. Don't get me wrong. Just because every time a card dies and every time a creature dies, it just gets put on the bottom of your deck instead of going into your graveyard.
And with the amount of mana searching in green, you can shuffle your deck all the time. You can reshuffle your options back into your deck and your creatures.
Yeah.
Mono white doesn't fetch like that very much. I mean, there are ways to get lands, but yes.
I didn't know this card even existed.
Oh, I didn't either.
You're not magical like me.
But I just hope that they steer away from this idea and just leave Commander alone. I mean, they're already messing with Standard by upping the rotation. First, they update the went to a rotation to 3 years. Then they started put everything into Standard. Now, then they dropping so much. I mean, you're already messing with Standard. You're trying to revitalize Standard, and you ain't doing it because you're flooding it. You can't flood a format.
Right.
That's what that they are doing, and then now they're trying to mess with Commander, and by doing this, I mean, Wizards, take my advice, please stay away from the hybrid mana. Let Commander be Commander.
Well, look at it this way. Cards are designed for Standard because Standard is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Commander is designed to be its own thing.
Yeah.
Commander is not supposed to be like Standard for a reason.
Right.
So we do not need... I don't feel like we need Commander to be like Standard. Commander should still have its own identity as a format.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you try to blend in Standard and Commander like they did with Brawl, it's not going to work out too well because you still don't get a lot of people who play Brawl, and you got more people who play Commander. Yep. I mean, there are Brawl players out there, but it's not like the most popular format.
Right.
It's insanity.
It is. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with Brawl. I mean, it's kind of like Commander, but it's a little different, but not much. But still, what's up, TCG, dude?
TCG, dude.
I still think they just need to just leave Commander alone. Don't fix nothing that's not broken. I mean, you can't fix a pencil that ain't broke.
Right. Fix a pencil. Sometimes.
No.
Sometimes.
Why would you want to fix a pencil that ain't broke?
Sometimes your analogies are just funny.
I know, but you get the picture.
Late start to the day, but coffee is brewing now. Vertical only today? No, there's. I'm doing both. Yep. I'm doing both. You just caught the vertical side of it. All right.
Cool.
But my friends, we need to get somewhere today. Somewhere today that we've neglected several days in a row. We need to get to.
What?
Movers and shakers. And if you're looking to buy a new car, why don't you think about going electric? Because that's the advertisement that's showing you. Anyways, so we're going to go through the weekly changes. Plus 85% today. We got Abandoned Air Temple. Abandoned Air Temple at 554 is seeing play somewhere. It's going up because people are liking it because it is like a Gavany Township, but for mono white.
Yeah, well, this is expected because it ain't out yet.
People are getting to play the card. Surprisingly, Agatha's Soul Cauldron went up 7%. Maybe I don't know why it went up. Its main thing got banned, but hey,
still a great card.
Now seeing a massive increase at 131%, $2.29. We got Wartime Protesters. Also seeing play, seeing Want and Desire. 3 generic and a red as haste for a 4/4, so that's not a bad rate. Whenever another ally you control enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature, and it gains haste until in turn. Whew, that's pretty solid for the ally deck, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, people are eyeballing allies. Plus 5% at $26, we got Ouroboros.
Oh.
This saw a lot of play yesterday on Arena.
Yep.
This is one of the cards they almost thought about banning, too.
Oh.
This is pretty good. Ouroboros is going up in price because it's not banned. And it got stronger without VV, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, 39% at $277. We got Sandbender Scavengers. Sandbender Scavengers costs black and white. It's 1/1. Human Rogue. Whenever you sacrifice another permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Whenever this creature dies, you may exile it, and if you do, return to the creature with mana value less or equal to this creature's power from a graveyard to the battlefield. That's all right. Someone will like it. I like it. It's a fun card from Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Now, gone up in price this week. Maybe it'll drop down very shortly. Plus 2%, so not really a lot of movement. At $32.49, you got VV Orinator. Orinator, or I don't know how to say it. Orinator. But yeah, this card's gone up a little. So maybe it'll start slowing down, start going down. Plus 2%, $32.60. Yeah, Elspeth Stormslayer gone back up. It's just stabilizing, really. We've seen it go up, we've seen it go down. She's been on both sides. The Elspeth Stormslayer is still a strong card because the token doubler, it creates tokens itself and has removal on a stick. On a stick. Pretty solid card. We got plus 2%, just stabilizing at $20.46. You got Oger, Exonal Deepest Might. Pretty solid card. 4 mana, doubles damage. That's all that you want. That's pretty good. I like it. Then plus 3% at $17.46. We got Kato Bane of Nightmares. Still good. Still awesome. It's gone up. It's gone down. It's just stabilizing. It's just moving a little because people are playing with it. And I got a copy. I need to sell off because that's a good price for it. 17. Plus 2% at $18.84. You got Galta Stampede Tyrant. Copy a dinosaur I still need a copy of. That's pretty solid. 5, 6, 7, 8 mana for a 12/12 trample. Ooh. Yeah, so good. For the dinosaur decks. Commander's really pushing this card. That's what's going on. And people are playing dinosaur decks because Tortoise is making it popular. I don't know if I'm popular, but I play enough dinosaurs. Then going down this week, we got down 84%. That's a giant decrease at 1103. You got Ka, the Face Stealer. This card is pretty good, but it's not seeing as much luck as some other cards from Avatar. So that's why this card is going down.
Well, some of these Avatar cards, I see them going up. Some of them, because some of them are pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, people are playtesting these cards and pre-ordering and everything. And down 35%, $38.90, $40 is a pretty good card. You got Washitong Librarian. This card is nuts. 2 blue and X, Flying Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, put X+1 counters on this card and draw half X cards, write it down. It's pretty solid. And whenever an opponent searches their library, put a +1 counter on Washitong and draw a card. That's a good card, draw a card. I think this might just be really good outside of standard. This will probably be a commander staple for blue.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Then down 88%. That's a giant decrease at 2.58 cents. $2.58. Got Earthen Ally, which I don't know why this would be amazing. This could be a fun card to play, but it's an ally for 1 mana, 0/2. Doesn't have a power at all on it. But this creature gets +1/+0 for each allies among each control. So it's a 1/2 when it enters the battlefield. Then you got a massively expensive cost of Earthbend 5. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
Down 78%, a big chunk. Down to 448. We got the Great Divide Guide. This card is going to be really good in Commander. I don't know about Standard, but it might be good. 2 mana, 2/3. Each land and ally you control has tap, add 1 mana of any color. Mana fixes right away. That's really solid. Love it.
Yeah.
Then down 84% at 294. We got Obsessive Pursuit. You see, there's a lot of movement in Avatar because it's a popular set right now.
Oh yeah.
When this enchantment enters the battlefield at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a clue token instead of just drawing a card, which would be nice. It wants to give you a clue token. Whenever you attack, put X+1 counters on attacking creature you control, where X is the number of permanents you sacrifice this turn. If X is 3 or greater, that creature gains lifelink until turn. Nice.
Ooh.
Well, that's going to be interesting to see people play around. It goes in aristocrat decks and gains you life.
Yup.
Down 81% at 358. You got the Earth King. Earth King's doing pretty good.
Wow.
Whenever Earth King enters, create a 4/4 battle creature token for 4 mana, 2/2. That's 6 power for 4 mana. That's pretty solid. And whenever one or more creatures you control with power 4 or greater attack, search your library for that many basic land cards and put them on the battlefield tapped and shuffle. This card, I'm surprised, is not going upwards. And
Really, I mean, that's a powerful card. I played this card yesterday on during early access, and I was getting land like crazy.
so yeah, that's pretty solid. Ramp is pretty good. Pretty good. This would actually be a good card in your
Counters deck.
not your counters deck, your manifest deck. I can't think of it. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
you know, that's a lot of triggers.
Oh, yeah.
Down 85% at 274. You got South Pole Voyager. Whenever this creature or another ally you control enters, gain 1 life. If this second time ability has resolved, draw a card. Not bad, not bad. I really see this could have been an uncommon, but they made it rare. All right. Down to 89%, $1.77. You got Avatar Destiny, which, you know, this card's going to be insane.
Oh, yeah.
People are playing this card somewhere, but it's going down because people are still testing it out. Enchant creature you control. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard and is an avatar in addition to the other types. This aura says whenever an enchanted creature dies, mill cards equal to its power. Then return this card to its owner's hand and up to 1 target creature card milled this way to the battlefield. Pretty solid. I like it. Down 83%, 291. You got Toph. Hard-headed.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 mana 3/4. When Toph enters, you may discard a card. If you do, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever you cast a spell, Earthbend 1. If that spell is a lesson, put an additional +1 counter on it on that land. It's pretty solid.
Wow. I'm surprised to see this on this side of the losers. I'm surprised to see this on losers.
Yeah, I get you. At 1999, down 39%, you got Planetarium of Wan Shitong. I wonder who played this card yesterday.
I played it this morning. Didn't play it yesterday, but I played it this morning. Oh my gosh, this is a loser. This is a great card. I mean, pay 1 mana, you tap it, you scry 2. You get to play a card for free. I mean, who wouldn't want that? I mean, I think this card is going to shoot up in price more than likely. That's my prediction on this card.
It's gonna be a powerful card. It's gonna be a commander staple for sure.
Yeah,
I
love this card because it's so good.
All right, my friends, that has been the movers and shakers.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've noticed on the top, on the losers, it's all Avatar.
Well, it's because people are gauging the set for standard and commander, what they want. Some are gaining popularity. People are playtesting it. Like people were playtesting cards yesterday on a stream.
True.
You know, they're trying to get a feel for the cards they want. They want to see if they want to invest in them or if they're going to be as powerful as they think they are.
Mm-hmm. But that card that I got my prediction on, I guarantee that card is probably going to pop up in price because it's such a powerful card.
It's such a powerful card. It's going to be powerful in the fact that that's going to be powerful in the fact that that commander will love it. Like you're going to play with, like this is one of those cards you're going to play Sensei Divine Top with and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
You know, you're going to control the top deck to cast the spells. You know, it's going to be niche in what you do because, you know, but it's colorless, so it's very versatile for what it does.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Lone Wolf is probably going to try to find a way to break it.
I already got an idea.
He's like, I got an idea. That's right.
Land destruction. I don't need lands.
Wow.
Land destruction on your lands.
Well, you really don't need no lands once you get that on the battlefield because everything. Well, you do have to have one land.
Right.
I'll put my indestructible lands, and then the rest is land destruction.
Right.
Okay, there you go. Because then all you got to do is have one land, you tap it, scry 2, play a card for free. Play your most power. You can, if you scry into your most powerful card, you're casting that for free.
Yeah.
And you're still casting, you're still playing it, and such a great card. Such a great card.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be a great card. It's gonna be great for the deck you build. It's gonna be like the Joda, like how you build the deck. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yep. And I plan on making a lot of standard decks with that on Arena when it comes out.
Hmm.
Oh, I got so many plans for that card.
So many plans. So many plans. Yeah, you're gonna actually buy a copy of the card?
I want a copy.
No
I
doubt.
want a copy.
No doubt.
There's several cards in Avatar that I like, that I played through the early access, and oh man, that set was. I had so much fun playing with Avatar, and I just can't wait for them to come to release on Arena so I can do some more play testing. And I do plan on buying a box. At least I'm hoping to buy a box of cards because there's so many good cards in it.
So many good cards. Yeah, well, buy a box. Buy a promo. I'll knock an Avatar just to tingle your feathers.
Yep.
But it's not a bad set. It's some good cards in the set.
I
still need to get cards from Edge of Eternities.
Yeah. Now, if I could afford a pre-release kit, I definitely would want the green.
Yeah. Well, I tell you from experience, you can get a green pre-release kit, and your pre-release card it does not have to be green. It could be red, blue, black, red, green. Yeah, it could be anything. Learn that the hard way.
Very true. Very true.
All right, but yeah, but what's going on, Lone Wolf? You brewing a deck right now? Oh, come on, Lone Wolf. Are you gonna let out a howl? That's right. Oh my lord.
Yeah. But y'all want to see some Avatar gameplay? My videos are still on YouTube, and they'll be there for if anybody wants to view any of the Avatar cards being played. I didn't get to build as many decks as I wanted because there's so many good cards.
So many good cards. So many good cards, my friends. My friends.
Yep.
But yeah, it's gonna be awesome to see what happens, see what goes on with the cards the last few days, and nothing super impressive to me. But I think firebending might be my favorite mechanic out of that set. Earthbending being second. Waterbending, I almost don't consider a mechanic since waterbending does different things. It doesn't feel like a mechanic. Bless you.
Yeah, waterbending is pretty much just another word for convoke.
Or convoking kicker.
Yeah, it reminds me more of convoke than it does kicker. And that's my opinion about waterbending. You can use your lands, you can use your creatures.
Well, yeah, you can use lands, creatures, artifacts, but it's an additional cost like kicker. It's like kicker with convoke.
True.
Yeah, because all the bending is all the bendings are usually additional costs.
Yeah.
And so, but blue gets a convoke ability on their thing, kind of, but like convoke plus.
Yep. Watch out for that control card that they put out in Avatar. Oh, I got that played against me. I'm like, Ag blanket. They kept all my lands, killed all my creatures. They zombified my creature, and the wrong creature I wanted to zombify. Then they killed it. Wow.
Mm. All right, my friends, it is time to get to the end.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building the following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Hey, everybody! Time to get to that shill section, that thrill section. Whoa, 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 whoa! That's right. You ready to be thrilled by the shills? You know who's got you back and gonna pay your bills. This is Lone Wolf. It's like,
Hey, everybody. I don't think it's that. I think I might put everyone to sleep, but I appreciate you letting me be a part of the show and hang out with you guys. I just want to quickly say Avatar is going to be fun, and then let's get you both up to 1,500 subscribers.
Ew. Are you available to put your link in the chat?
I don't have my link right at the moment, unfortunately.
You don't have your link. I know. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Can I get it? Can I snag it? Do I have it? Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. There you go. There is a Lone Wolf GoFundMe link. Yeah, so check that out. Why don't you explain to them about your little GoFundMe link right there?
All right. So for this link, it's for me and my brother. We are trying to move into another place that we found that's a lot cheaper, and because of the place we're living at, they're raising up rent basically twice a year now, and it's getting harder to deal with. So all these expenses will go towards moving expenses, down deposit, all that fun stuff for our new place. So if you could help share the link, or if you're able to help, it'd be appreciated.
Nice. There you go. If you can help out, please do. Much appreciated. And with that, we got to move over to Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody. Now, this afternoon around 2 o'clock, I'm going to try to do a stream, but don't hold me up to that because I may take the rest of the day off because, yeah, I did do a lot of streams yesterday, doing the early access, playing Avatar, which is great sets. A lot of great cards are in this set. And so when they do release and standard, I guarantee you'll probably be able to come up with some great brews. But anyway, Avatar comes out pretty soon. I think on the 14th, I believe.
Right. I think it's the 18th.
On 18th. Well, and then whenever, but anyway, stay tuned for this afternoon because I may do a stream. If I don't, I will do a stream in the morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But that's all I got planned for today. Is I may do a stream, and I may not.
Yeah, sounds good.
Depends on how my arm does. Because I'm dealing with a pinched nerve right now still, and it ain't fun.
You should stop hitting cars.
It's too fun.
All right, hey, everybody, it's Super Fast Tortoise today. I don't have an idea which deck I'm playing tonight, but we're going to try to do a Commander game tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Bracket 3, most likely. Maybe Hillbilly will be good enough to play. Maybe Lone Wolf will be good enough to play tonight. Who knows? We'll find out. But, if you want to play, hit me up in Discord. If you're part of the Discord, you can always be invited to play games of Commander with us. And
if you're not part of Tortoise's Discord, you can also get a hold of me because me and Tortoise, we do converse.
Mm-hmm. We do converse. We're like friends, Imagine, friends hanging out on a show, But anyways, if you're part of Discord, you can definitely hit me up if you want to play. We'll play a Commander game, Bracket 3. Let's keep it legit and PG-13, So yeah. But anyways, I want to remind you guys you're awesome, and I want to thank you guys for joining the show. Hillbilly Lone Wolf, everybody who came in, the new subscriber, social sneaks, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. And I want to thank my channel members for helping that channel the way you do. And I want to thank you, subscribers, for helping the channel the way you do by liking the video and sharing the video and all the stuff that you do for the channel. What you do helps out greatly, and we appreciate it 100%. And I want to remind you that you're loved. So I'm thinking about you. And if you can, say and or do something positive for someone else today, because you might be the change you need. And with that, my friends, let's get out of here.
I want to thank you, channel members of the channel, for supporting this creep the way you do. You are awesome. And you subscribers, everybody that subscribes, you're doing amazing too. Thank you very much for all that you do.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show.